afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. And guys, I've got another incredible value, best value on the country right now on a 2013 Itasca Sunstar 27N. This particular one, guys, it's not perfect. You may notice on the front, it's got that diamond shield, which is a clear protectant that the original owner paid extra for when it was new. That's what it does when it gets several years old. It gets cloudy, it gets dark. The price reflects that. You can have that removed. There's DIY, you can do it yourself. There's plenty of videos on YouTube. You can pay somebody to do it. Pretty labor intensive. I'm gonna sell it like that, but guys, I want you to look at that price for this motorhome. 2013 Itasca Sunstar 27N, smallest triple slide they make. This is a triple slide, 28-foot, 3-inch long motorhome with 11,101 miles. That's it. 3 slides. It's got the optional full body paint. Generators running, motorhomes running. 64.9. And if you're looking for a 13 Itasca Sunstar 27N, you're going to be shocked at this price. Look up NADA. Let me flash that NADA up for you real quick. All right, guys, you can see that's the legit price. 21,000 under average retail with no added options. Even though the full body paint's an option, it's got the optional 1,000-watt inverter and extra other options that I'm not including for that price. I don't have to. I'm 21 grand under base retail with 11,000 miles. You know what else I'm gonna do, guys? You know, I know not everybody goes by NADA. Hey, I get it. RV Trader is pretty much the undisputed source of actual market price values for used RVs. So I got on RV Trader. You know, this is a pretty rare little motorhome. In fact, there's only one other 2013 27N for sale in the country on RV Trader. It's got 28,000 miles. This one's got 11,000 miles. You know, I'm gonna do something nobody else has done. Now, I'm gonna blot the name out of the dealership so they don't come after me for showing their name without permission. Let me show you your this one and your other choice if you're in the market for a 27N 2013 Itasca Sunstar. Let's flash that up real quick. Let me show you. All right, $89,998, $90,000. What sounds better, 90 grand or 65 grand? 65 grand with 11,000 miles, or 90 grand with 28,000 miles? And you wonder why a small lot our size sells 500 to 600 used RVs a year, and you wonder why people travel from all over the country to buy RVs from us. This is just one of the many hundreds of examples I've reviewed over the years of why we do that. So if you're looking for a 13 small, well-built Winnebago triple slide motorhome, this is it. This is the one you're gonna kick yourself in the rear end for missing out on. Triple slide, 28-foot motorhome, full body paint, fiberglass, one-piece seamless roof, leveling jacks, 4 kW Onan generator, 200 hours on it, 5K or 5,000 pound tow capacity on the hitch. Beautiful condition. Like I said, the only thing I can knock it for on the as far as the outside is that diamond shield on the front that's darkening up, and you're going to see a lot of that in the next few years. You can take all that off. You can have a bra made for it or drive it like it is. I mean, and for that kind of savings, guys, you can't complain. And of course, you can peel that stuff off. You can take that stuff off. It's labor intensive. You can take it off, and your paint and everything's perfectly protected behind it, and it's going to look like the rest of it. One-piece windshield looks great. Haven't washed it yet, but nice RV, guys. Winnebago quality. You know, Winnebago builds 80% of the parts on this coach, which makes them unique. I've owned 2 Winnebagos myself, personally. 3 slides, gives it a very unique floor plan. It's got an outside television. Doesn't have a huge amount of outside storage because of the 3 slides in a 28-foot motor home, but you know, it's pretty adequate. You've got a large patio awning that's power. You've got slide out toppers on all 3 of your slides, power steps. Tires look great. We drove it 500 miles, and let's get in this thing, guys, because it's hot out here. 15,000 BTU ducted roof air. That works great. I can personally attest to that. Wow. Whew. Even though it's still, I haven't had it on long enough to really drop it down in here. I'll have to look on the thermostat. I know when I first started this video, it was about 97 degrees in here, but it just feels so much better. Just even having just a few degrees difference in the temperature is just amazing. 11,101 miles, no check engine lights. Backup camera. It does have the 3 camera system with the side cameras. You do have a pretty unique what they did with the stereo. They stuck you that's your RV stereo and your driving stereo as well. Heated power mirrors, tilt cruise. Of course, good old Ford steering wheel they've had for decades. I always get a kick out of that. But there's actually a story behind that right there. I worked for Ford for several months, and I asked them about that because I noticed that motorhomes and trucks and everything use that same steering wheel from the 90s up to the, heck, just about to almost to 2019, 2020. And I asked them, and they said, well, Ford doesn't waste anything. They buy in bulk, and when they designed this windshield, they bought warehouses full of them, and they used them, and they don't throw away parts. They use them until they're out. And he showed me on a, I can't remember what it was, a Ford Edge, and showed me, and it was a brand new 12 or 13 Ford Edges when I was there. And he told me that Ford had those touch pads from the 80s Lincoln cars that they had ordered in such quantity that they were still using them on the 13 Ford Edges, the little, where you typed in the code to unlock your door. And they were still using them on brand new Ford vehicles. Which, I mean, I guess that's why Ford is so financially stable. One of the many reasons they don't waste anything, and that's why they use the same steering wheel for so long till they finally eventually ran out of them. And I'm sure they're going to do the same thing with the current steering wheel design. You'll probably be seeing them 20 years from now. But you do have a large dash. There's no smoke or pet odors in here. And a really neat little floor plan for what this motorhome is. You do have a table booth that makes a bed. You actually got a decent sized kitchen area. You got a large television right there. Boy, that air feels good. Now, I know the Sunstar doesn't have Corian countertops or leather furniture or anything like that, but well, actually the front seats are leather, but no flaking furniture. That's something you hardly ever see in a Winnebago compared to a Thor or Forest River, Coachman, or Jayco. But 3-burner stovetop oven, double basin stainless steel sink, which is, you know, most motorhomes this size, you just get a single basin. Microwave convection oven as well as a regular oven, which is nice. Freezer, refrigerator, getting cold already. 6 cubic foot. Not a huge one, but again, not a huge motorhome. But you've got this almost full wall slide out. Pretty much from this corner right here all the way to right by your entry door is in a slide out. So it gives you a lot of space. And even when everything is in, you still got access to your bed, to your bathroom. You just lose a little bit of drawer space and closet access, but that's it. And of course you lose access to your TV when you're driving down the road, since the slide out covers the TV that your table booth is in. Does have the optional 1,000-watt inverter, so if you're boondock camping, you want to power your TV without running the generator, you can. off your batteries. Does have the optional heat pump on the 15,000 BTU ducted roof air, and you do have a gas furnace as well, so you got two different heats in it. Queen Island bed in the back, and basically opposing slides back here. This is your slide with a closet, and you can actually access that closet when it's in. Of course, you see that crown fiberglass roof, so you don't have any standing water. Small television for the bedroom on a swivel. Of course, you lose access to this when your slide outs are in, but you actually got a lot of storage in this, considering the size motorhome. I mean, this is smaller than the majority of Class C's on the market today as far as length. Fully enclosed side bathroom. You do have the RV toilet, little stand-up shower with a skylight, 7-foot tall ceilings. Fantastic vent fan. I hadn't cleaned it yet, so y'all forgive the mess in here, which we will. Cut that inverter off. I just turned it on to make sure it didn't give me an error code, and it didn't, so we know it works. I always try to check out what I can for you in the time that I have, guys. Both front seats swivel for extra seating and party seating. Dash air is ice cold. Defrost fans work. Backup camera works great. Very comfortable, and this is the perfect size for state parks and older campgrounds, guys. Perfect for those of you who like the convenience and the comfort of driving a Class A, and the benefits like bigger tank sizes, more storage, bigger, you know, things like that, being able to sit up and see more, sit higher up, but you like the length, size of a Class C, you're going to love this. It's kind of the best of both worlds, almost like a Winnebago version of an Ace. But guys, between you and me, I mean, this is a lot better quality. I mean, you know, I mean, Thor's not, you know, the Thor Ace is not a bad product, but an Itasca Sunstar, a Winnebago built, is going to, of course, they're quite a bit more money when they're new as well, so you get what you pay for. Definitely probably the next step up from like a Thor Ace or a FR3 4 strip or something like that. But anyway, you've seen the book value on it. You've seen what other ones are bringing as of today. That is, I think, what is today? June 2nd, 2022. So guys, I've got the lowest price one currently for sale in the country. And you know, that's why I like using RV Trader, because RV Trader isn't like a lot of other online marketplaces that are full of expired ads that were placed years ago. RV Trader, if you don't pay to renew your ad every 60 or 90 days, it's automatically deleted and you can't look at it anymore. You don't go on RV Trader and see deleted ads or sold advertising. It's either for sale or it's not. So that's why dealers, individuals always use RV Trader as kind of a basis as what they even have a free price checker tool. If you'll Google RV Trader price checker tool, you can use it to compare the price of a particular RV based on what other ones are bringing in RV Trader, you know, that are similar to it, that I use fairly often. Because I like to check when I buy something to make sure that I'm able to sell it and I can't always be the lowest, but I try to be one of the lowest, if not the lowest. This one I am definitely the lowest by tens of thousands of dollars. So, I mean, this is an incredible deal for an incredible motorhome that you're not going to match this price anywhere else. And guys, 64.9 haggle-free firm. I dare you to find a 13 model with 11,000 miles or close to it, with full body paint in good condition for any less. I challenge you. And keep in mind, guys, we don't charge you the fees that these other dealers charge you. That dealer in California that I showed you, there's no telling what they charge in fees. We don't. The only thing we have to charge is applicable sales tax. And of course, if you are a Georgia resident, there is a $100 highway impact fee and a $40 to $50 tag and title fee, and that's Georgia residents only. Out of state, you don't pay that. That's it. No dock fees, no prep fees, no happy camper fees, processing fees, whatever they want to call it. All those fees are 100% dealer profit. It's a way for a dealer to advertise a lower price to get people attracted to it, and then spring the fees on them when they get ready to sign on the dotted line. And I never, ever, ever pay a fee on anything I buy, and I can't tell you how many times I've walked out of car lots and RV dealerships and pretty much boats and everything else that I've owned, motorcycles and everything else I've owned dealerships, because they sprung those fees on me. And I've walked out and said, I don't pay fees. The deal we worked out is the deal I pay. I mean, I understand sales tax and paying tag and title when you buy in the state. In other words, the same state you live in. But other than that, guys, it's all 100% dealer profit. And I understand it if they advertise it on their ad. If they put it on their ad and I saw it and I agree with it, that's different. But when they don't advertise it on their post, on their ad, then that's when I have a problem and I walk out. And I suggest you do too. I always, like if I see a Craigslist ad or Facebook ad, I always snapshot it on my phone and have it with me when I go to the dealership to make the deal, just to make sure everything's on the up and up. And that's why I'm always big about, you know, no fees. And the fact that we don't charge any fees saves you thousands by itself. We obviously save you tens of thousands on the price. And that's because, guys, we've been in business since 1968. Guys, you don't stay in business over half a century by ripping people off. That dealer in California probably has floor plans. They probably have mortgages up to their eyeballs. They probably in debt, lines of credit, and everything else up to their eyeballs. They're probably paying, I'd hate to see how much interest they pay a month in just loans that we don't have. And that interest money is passed along to the consumers in the form of higher prices. Guys, and I know everybody talks about good debt and bad debt in business. Cash is king in business. Successful business operates off their own money without borrowing a cent from anybody. We are fortunate and blessed for many, many years being in business for many years. We may not be the biggest, guys, but we have not had to borrow a cent from a bank, a finance company, a line of credit, a floor plan company in decades. We operate off our own money. We pay cash for everything we buy. It allows us to negotiate a better deal so we can sell you a better deal. You know, recently I had a customer come by here that was going to sell a 21 model motorhome to Rip Off World. And they had called them. They bought it there. They called them, worked out a deal, took it in. They said, bring the RV, bring the title and your keys, and we'll buy it. Well, they bring the RV, they bring the title and the keys. They sit down to do the paperwork, get a check, and their buyer goes, well, all right, no problem. Have your title, your keys, your RV, and you'll get a check in the mail in 14 to 21 business days. And they got mad and left and called us, and we bought it from them and paid them a check in 5 minutes after they got here. And the reason they did that is because they have to floor plan it. They have to send the title off to the bank, which is a floor plan is when a dealer has to finance all their inventory and pay interest on it. They have to ship the title to the bank, and the bank sends the dealer the money to pay the consumer for the unit. It's kind of like financing the RV like you would do, except the interest rate is due. Except the interest is due every 30 days. Can be $2,000 or more a month. And that's just passed along to the consumer. That's why our prices are so much lower, guys. Plus, we keep our checkouts to a minimum to keep our prices down and keep our manpower down to a minimum as far as techs and stuff like that. At 64.9, we check the following systems and only the following systems, and no exceptions to this rule. We make sure all 3 slide outs function correctly. Go in and out. If there's an issue with them, we fix it. We guarantee those to work at time of sale. Guarantee the generator to run and put out at time of sale. We guarantee the roof air conditioner to blow cold. We guarantee the refrigerator and freezer to get to operating temperature at time of sale. We guarantee the water systems to work as far as no plumbing leaks. We guarantee the water heater and water pump to work as well. We guarantee the drivability and the power steps. Everything else is sold as is. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like I tell everybody, we're selling this thing like this particular one's 25 grand less than one just like it. If you have to replace a light bulb or a light switch or this or that Mickey Mouse stuff, for 25 grand, I'll do that all day long. I don't know about y'all. Every RV you buy, you're going to work on, whether it's new or used. That's just the nature of owning one. And we just make sure the big stuff works that can cost you the most money. If it doesn't work, we make sure it works and fix it if it doesn't. Everything else is on you. So you need to either come out and do one of two things or both. Come out, perform your own inspection of the RV, or run it on shore power, or hook the generator, or run the generator, let you do your own inspection. You can see what works and what doesn't before deciding to buy it or not buy it, or hire a third-party inspection service, guys. A few $100, you know, peace of mind. I don't think they're going to have any issues with it. I can't imagine 11,000 miles and everything I've touched on it works, going to be any issues. The only thing I've really seen that's major is the stuff on the front, which you can take off yourself. Besides that, I mean, you got little Mickey Mouse stuff, like there's some Velcro tape in a few places, like any used RV you're going to buy, where people have hung stuff up over the years. I mean, it's a nice RV, but it's still actually 10 years old now, since the 2023s are out. So it is what it is, guys, but you can't argue about the price. I mean, this is a deal that's worth coming from anywhere in the United States and Canada, or even further, to buy. If you're wanting a 2013 27N, I don't care where you live at, you're going to save more than enough money to travel to Ringgold, Georgia. You can fly to Chattanooga, Tennessee, pretty reasonable, which is the Chattanooga, Tennessee airport's 15 minutes from us. During business hours, we'll pick you up for free during business hours. Call when you land. By the time you get off the plane and get your luggage and get out to the where you get picked up, we'll be out there waiting on you. That's how close we are. It's as easy as that. As soon as you get phone service when you land, just call us, let us know you're landed. We'll be there by the time you step outside. That's how, unless there's traffic, that's how easy it is to get to the airport from here. And it doesn't get much easier than that, guys. Financing available with approved credit, no dealer interest rate markup. We have no upsells. You know, all those upsells dealers have got. The corporate dealers, the big dealers have got everybody brainwashed. Oh, you got to buy extended warranties, gap insurance, roadside assistance. If you need roadside assistance, get it through your insurance company. If you need gap insurance, get it through your insurance company. Don't go through a dealer. A dealer is going to sell you an inferior product and mark it up 4 times what you can get it for yourself through your insurance company, and sell you a product that's never going to help you when you need it. I know that personally. Extended only warranty that's worth a flip is a factory warranty, which you can't get on a used RV. Extended warranties aren't worth a flip. They're going to spend more time getting out of paying a claim than actually paying a claim. So don't fall victim to that. The only reason they want to sell you an extended warranty because they're selling you a $800 warranty that costs them $800. They're selling it to you for $5 or $6 grand. And they're pocketing the profit, and then they're adding it to your loan with a marked up interest rate. They got that interest rate marked up 1 or 2% over what the bank approved you for, costing you thousands of dollars and higher RV payments over the life of an RV loan. It's a double whammy. You'll go in and buy a motorhome like this for $64,900, call the bank the next day, you owe $85,000 on it. And it happens to people every day, except here. So guys, give us a call. Parkway RV Center, 706-965-7929. We'll save you so much money, and not just on the price, because I know that's what most of the people, everybody concentrates on, and obviously we save you tens of thousands on that, but on everything else too. The financing, no upsells. We take trade-ins. We have delivery available for $1.50 a loaded mile. You won't find another dealer in the country that will deliver a motorhome for $1.50 a mile one way. Most dealers are $3, $4, $5 a mile, and they charge both ways, coming and going. We just charge to take it up there. We don't charge for the return trip. So guys, we keep it easy, simple, and done. Haggle-free prices, no fees, the way buying and selling an RV should be. And we also buy RVs. If you've got one for sale and it's nice, I don't care where it's at, if we can make a deal that's beneficial to both of us, we will buy it and pick it up, even if it's halfway across the country. So give us a call if you've got one for sale as well. As long as it's nice. I don't want junk, I don't want projects, I don't want a remodeled or updated one either. 706-965-7929. Give us a call before coming to look. Make sure it's available. If you're coming a long distance, I would recommend leaving a deposit, because you're not going to find a better deal out there. And I promise you, you're not the only one at this point wanting this RV. Thanks again for watching, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringo, Georgia. By the way, if you hadn't already, hit that subscribe button. RV's a Big Bow. Smash me a thumbs up, comment, share on social media. Thanks again. Look forward to seeing you soon.